Hi and welcome to Great Imports again. I'm Shui. I'm here with Dave at Bespoke Motors. Dave, say hi.
Hey guys.
Bespoke Motors in Bayswater.
Yeah, 28 Havelock Road, Bayswater. Come visit us when you can.
Oh, nice. I like it. Slips one in straight away. More than what anyone else has done. Tell us a bit about yourself, Dave.
Here for about fresh off the boat. 7 months.
7 months.
Yeah.
Start of the year.
Yeah. Working with the retail side of things. So I'm the operations manager here now. Working with Logan, just pumping out some sales.
Okay.
Yeah.
So history before you, or would you prefer? There's a bit of a conflict here. Would you prefer I give a bit of a rundown of the history?
Yeah, go for it.
So Bespoke started about 22 years ago. They weren't called Bespoke then, they were called something else, but it's evolved over time.
Yep.
I think we changed our name, or they changed their name. Bespoke changed their name to Bespoke, I think 2011, 2012. It's come a long way.
But you guys are located...
Yeah, so we've been in Nunawading most of our lives, but Glen Waverley for about a year and a half, and this place, 2016. This place has a lot of character.
Yeah, it does. It really reflects with the customers as well when they walk in.
It does.
They'll often say nice things about it. Actually, last week I posted a story on our Instagram, and one of your old customers, which I grew up with back in Broadmeadows, messaged me saying that he bought a car off you. So it's a very distinctive place. When people see it once, they sort of, remember it.
100%.
Yeah.
It represents the person that made it, me. You look at me once, let's see if you're going to remember me forever.
Yeah.
No, so I had a lot to do with the character here, and I put a lot of sweat and,
Blood, sweat and tears?
It's not good. Let's just keep it with sweat, right? A lot of sweat went into this, but as you all know, if you see my intro, I have moved on. I only consult to these guys and see them every now and then. But
yeah, obviously a big name in the industry.
Yeah, and hopefully, it helps having me around as a consultant and whatever.
Oh, 100%. But, yeah, especially with the sales side of things. Like, I guess previously when I first started, the conversations with the customers would primarily be around the car. Whereas now with your influence, we sort of structure it around like themselves, make it a bit more personal, sort of break that barrier, that ice. Yeah. And yeah, I feel like it works quite well.
I'm glad. Sorry, we're going a bit off track. So what he's talking about in particular, because I consult now. So as a business consultant, I offer my services to train guys with sales. And he's just giving a bit of feedback on that. But hey, let's not make it about me, because this is about you and Bespoke. So what do Bespoke do exactly, and what do they offer?
So we primarily deal with the sale of import cars, Japanese import cars. Right now we're, I guess, more focused on the hybrid vehicles, as well as sports cars. So, yeah.
Quick lineup. What sort of cars do you sell? Models?
XVs, Velfires. We delve into people movers as well. Like Rexys, STIs, Evos. And yeah, just mainly like Corolla Tourings. We've got some new ones, which is the Honda Shuttles at the back. Yeah. They're quite a decent car, and they're priced quite well for the market as well. So just need to try and get that out to the market and make it more known, I guess.
That's where we're here to help.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do. Yeah. We're here to promote you, to expose you, and all the new models to the retail out there. Yeah. And let them judge for themselves if imports are good enough or not.
Yeah. And the other thing is there's a lot of really good cars coming out of Japan at the moment.
What sort of car?
Like that Shuttle, for instance. I mean, it's just a bigger version of the Fit, the Honda Fit,
so which is quite popular Shuttle
here now. Yeah. But the only problem really that I find we're having is getting the word out, marketing that product. Because, car sales has certain filters where, the Shuttle or new cars wouldn't pop up. But yeah, I guess this is what this will help with too.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
We're here to try to drive the industry to a new level that no one's seen before, but more than anything, let the consumers decide for themselves whether these cars are value for money, or they're black, or they're white, or they're grey. Yeah. So,
and it's Japanese made, you can't go wrong.
It's good. So where do you see the industry going with these new laws and these new models coming out?
I'm not really too well versed on the laws per se, but I feel like the market is moving towards hybrids and more towards electric.
Yep.
Especially with like even the fielders that we got in recently. I think they're about 25 k's per litre, and that compared to most of your average
25
stock.
k's per litre, wow.
Yeah, that compared to most of your average stock in Australia is miles apart, probably double. Yeah, if not triple for some of them.
Yeah, I remember, 12 to 15 was considered really good.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Where does that put performance?
Performance?
Because imports has always been about performance.
Yeah.
In the past.
Yeah.
Recently it's moved to people movers and Uber cars, which is...
yeah, that's the main market now. That's what everyone's doing.
Just a bit boring though.
Yeah, well look.
Might as well drive an automatic non-turbo Supra.
Yeah. It's scarce. Like even, because these are pretty much like almost heritage cars, they're getting a lot more scarce in Japan.
Evo 5 with the BGGGGB.
Yeah, I think it's, the price of these cars are sort of putting people off a bit. I mean, like back in, like say 10, 15 years ago, P-platers could get one of these cars,
They
for
become
15, 20k.
now. They're rare cars now.
Yeah.
Hard to come by cars like this.
Yeah.
But see, people like me who grew up with
I mean,
them,
it's a collector's thing, yeah. If you got the money for it, I mean, they're only going to appreciate it.
people in their 40s
It's
and
almost
50s
like artwork.
are the ones that want these cars.
Yeah.
For them, it's nostalgic. It's got memories.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think they got money.
You think they got money?
They got money. Just a matter of if you know how to take it or not.
That's where you come in.
No, I don't take no one's money. I'm here to just bring the money to you.
Yeah.
And you guys can take it. That's my
Try our
job.
best, yeah.
So,
But we don't really focus a lot on like, massive margins and whatnot, but
turnover.
End of the day, we want the customer to have like a decent car. I mean, it makes us feel good and that's what we do it for. That's why we spend that time with the customer to sort of match that vehicle to what they really need,
So how do you ensure quality? How do you source your cars out?
So we've got like an auction team in Japan.
Yep.
So when we do the auctions, when we bid on them, we can ask them to go take some photos.
Yep.
Usually there's already photos on the auction.
Yeah.
But just for some more detailed stuff, like say if there's any rust and whatnot,
Yeah.
if it's not surface rust, then that's something that we really want to look into.
Yeah.
And then over here, once it gets to here, we've got, workshop teams supporting us.
Yeah. So
and they run
when the
check.
cars get here, they get cleaned up and put for sale and taking
a full
photos.
detail. The boys make sure it's all up to roadworthy standard,
Yeah.
usually before the sale.
So is that when the kilometres get wound back or after?
Oh no, that's probably back in your day, mate. We don't do that shit, yeah.
So look, the reason I say that, I like to sneak that one in, but
Yeah.
that's what the industry thinks. So what's your spill on that? Wound back Ks, do you guys do them or not? I mean, just tell us if you do, it's okay.
No, I don't think, I don't even think it's quite that simple or it's quite that prominent.
Tell the people why not.
In
How are
the
they
market.
protected?
Well, for one, when we do get a car from Japan, they've got the deregistration
The
certificate.
export certificates, yep.
So that pretty much verifies the kilometres that it had when it came out of Japan.
Yep.
And we usually give that to the customer as well upon the sale, just so they've got that peace of mind that it's not wound back.
Yep. And I think there's a law in place that the compliance centre and the verifier has to actually check and with the car and the D-Reg and to see if it matches and sign that off. Right?
Yeah.
So that wasn't in place prior to these new laws and changes. So even though you might not want to do the right thing, I think you're forced
There's things in place to stop
There
it.
is now, yeah.
Yeah.
But how do you get away with the cut and shots that you guys do?
The what? What's the cut and shot?
What's the cut and shot? Just playing it nice.
Yeah.
Now, again, I mean, that doesn't happen. But in the past, the grey imports had a name for, cut and shut cars and
Or like
damaged
cutting them in
cars.
half.
Or cut in half and then put back together.
Okay. Fuck, I wouldn't even know how that works.
You're too young. You're a baby. Okay.
And that's what I mean. Like, we
So
don't
no
even really
damaged
hear
cars?
about it anymore.
No damaged cars.
Nah.
Accident cars to what
Yeah,
degree?
typically, like, we just source grade 3.5 and above.
Okay.
Which usually is just like,
So minimal
wear and
paintwork?
tear. Yeah.
Maybe a panel here and there.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no serious damage.
No accidents, yeah.
That's good. That's good. So warranty with cars, how many years?
So typically we offer one for like your,
Including the
say-
price, standard?
including the price.
They don't have to pay extra?
No. Yeah. So that's all included, usually with the, say like the Toyota Fits and just our general cars. For something, say, a bit more up end that we're sort of looking into and investing in as well, like the Mercedes, we typically would offer 3 to 5.
Oh yeah, standard. Not they don't have to upgrade.
No, that's included in the price of the car. Yeah.
Because the Euro cars are coming in now as well. Before it was just Jap. How are they going?
Good. I feel like there's a pretty big demand for them.
Yeah.
Like with the S classes that we've had, you get quite a few inquiries on them.
And how are you finding sales?
With
With the Euro cars?
With the Euros, they're in a different price bracket. Like we haven't tested a lot of them, but for the ones that we do have, they do tend to.
They sit around a bit more, don't they?
Yeah, but that's obviously we expect that though.
Yeah, look, the Euro cars aren't known that well in the import scene, and the Euro buyers are very, very funny.
Yeah.
So the team at Grey Imports, has a lot of work ahead of us to convince the Euro buyers that these cars are fine.
Well, there is a benefit to the Euros.
They're cheaper.
Yeah, they're a lot cheaper
spec.
than the ones that you get here domestically.
Thank you. Yeah.
And also, you don't have to mess around with the head units as much, because
right.
they're all in English.
Yeah.
Whereas with the Japanese ones, we've got to fit, aftermarket Android head units and whatnot.
Yeah.
Whereas everything in the Euros is pretty much bone stock.
And you couldn't even really tell the car came from Japan inside. There's nothing in Japanese, is there? Especially in the Euro ones.
In the Euro ones?
Yeah.
Nah.
Maybe some stickers here and there.
Yeah, probably
That's
that
about
little
it,
ETC card reader, but you take that out anyway.
That's it. But as far as the dash console and all the
it looks
OEM stuff,
like as if you bought it here.
They all build them for the world, I think. Anyway, so it's all in software.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So you enjoying it?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I can say that I really am. We've gotten a lot of good feedback recently from customers. Yeah, which really helps boost the morale a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a full-blown service centre here. I saw. Looks very nice.
Yeah, and they do a lot to support us. Sometimes things, there's things that pop up and, they really pull their weight.
Now they're called Bespoke Garage. They actually run independent, right? And we're going to introduce Rob soon and have a walk and style him a little bit and surprise him.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure that he'll be up for the camera. If I can
introduction to the team.
Yeah. But so how does it work as a team here? You've got a compliance centre here, which is independent.
Yep.
And then you've got Bespoke Motors, then you've got Bespoke Garage, and you got the engineering crew next door who work there at 26, and then you got me who just basically lives here, even though he's not meant to be, but I can't help it.
It all works quite well. I think it helps to have everything in such a close vicinity, especially when you're trying to get things done and moving as fast as possible for the customer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. No, it's good.
So your compliance customer base is pretty big?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you depend on more, sales or compliance, or are they completely separate?
I'd say they're pretty separate at the moment, but I think the biggest would have to be the compliance side of things. I mean, that's all quite consistent, Yeah.
Actually, that's right. So Bespoke Motors owners, I know, but I'm just letting him say it, are separate to the compliance centre.
Yeah.
And who are separate to the workshop.
Yeah, correct.
It did used to be all one, but it's not anymore.
Yeah. But even then, we function as a family, Like everyone knows each other. Everyone,
I know.
Yeah.
I make sure of that.
Yeah.
That's my job. But look, I know where you stand in the company, and he's not just operations manager, he's a little bit more, so he's being humble there. But I appreciate the fact that you guys...
Jack of all trades, master and I.
you guys give me the respect that,
Yeah, no, it's well deserved.
I appreciate it. So it goes a long way. Your favourite car, what do you drive?
I've got a WRX, 2015 WRX at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Say favourite car?
Please tell me, is it automatic or manual?
What do you mean, the Rexy? It's a manual. Has to be manual.
Thank God. I'm going somewhere with it, but don't worry, you've got to watch the shows for that, episodes for that.
Fucking hell. What's he got?
Go here. I'm teasing someone.
Favourite car?
Might be your mate. Yeah.
I'd say probably a 240Z. I've always wanted
one. 240Z?
Yeah, something classic.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, they're bloody expensive now though.
They
it's
are.
like 50k for a rolling shell.
Is that expensive?
Yeah, is that not for you? fucking Mr. High Roller.
For me, I don't even have a car.
Yeah, let's go.
So
Move on.
240Z, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, that was a fuck up.
Yeah. It'd be nice to work on one. Like, I don't want one that's already, done up and whatnot, but
really?
something to,
A real
sort of work
enthusiast.
on over the years. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I'm not a mechanic myself.
So I was about to say, so if you can turn spanners, you can't.
Yeah. But to sort of, I guess that'd be like a starting ground for me. Yeah.
You might want to work on something a bit cheaper, I think. It doesn't look like you've turned spanners before. Have you turned spanners before?
Yeah, one or two.
One or two.
Got to put on some number plates here and there.
You said, Dave, that you've been with the company 7-8 months or so from the start of the year.
Yep.
So what were you doing before that? Tell us a bit about yourself.
So I started at the bank. So I was with the NAB for about 5 years, working with the settlements team.
Sorry, how old are you again?
28.
Okay, can go backwards now. Yep.
Yeah.
20, yep.
And then during COVID, it just felt like, it was a bit mundane. Like being at the computer all day, you couldn't really, there's no one to talk to. So I then jumped into butchery. So I started my own butchery shop in Montana.
When was that?
It's 2021 to 2020. Sorry, no, 2020 to 2022.
So you're a butcher?
Yeah. Yeah, threw myself in the deep end. We made sausages as well. Now you're a big fan of sausages. But yeah, threw myself in the deep end with butchery. Didn't know anything prior, so...
I'm just still tripping out you're a butcher.
Yeah.
Do you butcher any cars or not?
Butcher any cars? No. Nah, unfortunately not. Haven't gone that far
So
yet.
what made you leave?
Leave butchery? It was just crazy long hours, and you couldn't find any staff for it. All the big companies have taken all the the veteran butchers and whatnot, and there's no new apprentices and whatnot.
So it's the same, just like the automotive mechanical industry.
Yeah. I think everything's
sad.
moving away from hands-on stuff to more.
So sorry, how long did you do that?
2.5 years.
After banking?
After banking, yeah.
So what year did you get into banking in? 20?
2016? 2016.
Oh wow, well back.
Yeah.
And then you did butchery. And now you're here.
Yeah. Straight here, yeah. Yeah, been loving it since.
So, was there a passion?
Well, I've always been into cars. But yeah, I thought this would be a gateway to, something bigger.
Dave's very humble, but let me tell you a little bit about Dave, because I know Dave from here. Dave really did well at the bank, and he was pretty up there. So you gave up a lot of money and to become a butcher.
Yeah.
Well, and I know that you were making go on, sorry. And why was that?
I guess that's the thing. Like, when you're young, you just want to sort of take risks, and I wasn't really ever scared of taking those risks. Jumping from banking to butchery, it's a completely different field. It
is, but a lot of people. So I have to stop you there. A lot of people at that age are not on the wage that you were on. I'm not going to say it, but you were on a pretty high wage at that age, right? For you to give that up and get into a business, which is butchery, and I'm assuming no experience, right? And a business, so you give an X amount, and I don't know what that X amount is, which is a lot of fucking money, right? To get into a business as a butcher, to make, what's the fucking X amount in the butcher? Please tell me. It would have had to be, or you fucking love chopping meat. What the fuck?
It was better than banking, for sure. Yeah.
The money?
Yeah.
Wow. I know the figure, and wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Any butchers?
I won't say the figures.
Any butcher shops for sale? That's all I got to say, boys.
Hey, it's a lot of work though, man. Like if I put it into perspective, like the bank was 9 to 5, but the butcher was like 5 a.m. to I'd get home around 9 p.m. So it was a lot of work at the same time,
It's what, 17 hours a day?
Yeah. And then during Christmas, it'd be
like,
I'd get... Hey?
Did you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Is she still with you?
Yeah.
How?
What do you mean, how?
How?
No, she's been good. She's
5
supported
years,
me.
17 hours a day, how?
Yeah.
So, okay, butchery, good money. Then why give up butchery to this? Especially if you said it was better than the bank. That's fucking great money.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? This beats
wasn't
fucking
really
butchery and
about
the bank money?
It wasn't really about the money for me, man.
No?
I think for me it was more about just trying different things and finding something that I wanted to commit to.
A challenge and something you like doing, maybe?
Yeah, 100%.
And you enjoy doing this?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I really do.
So what happened to the butcher shop?
What happened to it? So I sold it.
Yep.
Yeah, to another operator.
Yep.
Worked with them for about 3 months to try and get the groove of things, but yeah, they're still running well.
You sold it because you're just tired of long hours and want another challenge.
It wasn't even the long hours, man. I wasn't even too fussed about the hours. It was more just the staff, you know. Because come the busy season and you can't find anyone, it just looks crap when you can't meet the demand. Yeah, like during Christmas, some days for the first, I'd say the 21st and the 22nd, I'd probably sleep about 3-4 hours, and then, you know, come 23rd and 24th, it'd just be, you know, 24 hours non-stop prepping orders.
Have you ever done business before that?
No. Yeah, so I threw myself in the deep end in that aspect as well. Yeah,
Some
I just
balls,
wanted to
mate.
prove to myself that I could do it, you know?
Again, I mean, like I said, guys, I know what he was getting at the NAB.
Yeah.
And to throw that away and to get into business, especially to a butcher shop,
Yeah.
I think I don't think you realise that.
Yeah,
you've got
a lot of
big
people
balls,
called
man.
me crazy for it,
Yeah.
for doing it. And
That's
yeah, there was
ballsy.
a lot of people that didn't believe me at the start, you know? They'd be like, what the fuck? Are you serious? You're doing a butchery?
And
But
then
yeah, there was a lot of
completely turn around to
doubt.
cars
Yeah.
and never done business before.
Yeah. There was, yeah, definitely a lot of doubt, but, you know, you don't listen to that kind of stuff. You just sort of believe in yourself and, you know, apply yourself.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years? Do you see yourself in this industry running this sort of thing, or
Yeah.
or
but
what else?
On a much larger scale. I'd
Larger
say.
scale?
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah.
Ambitious,
Yeah.
yeah.
100%, yeah.
You got drive.
I think it's achievable, you know. I mean, like, I wouldn't be in it if I couldn't foresee it happening. You know, I wouldn't have even been here this long if I couldn't foresee it
So
happening.
you see you running this and something bigger and better.
Yeah, with your guidance.
I definitely think he's getting on his knees over here. What, is there something you
we
want?
don't pay you for nothing, bro. You're our consultant.
No doubt. I have no doubt the industry is going to grow, and whoever's in it right now, whether they like it or not, they're going to grow. They're
Yeah.
going to grow with the industry because the industry is going to
Yeah,
really
and
expand.
There's one thing that you said that really resonated with me as well, and I don't think a lot of people think the same way. Is that, you know, the more people in the market, the better it's going to be.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%. It's so
'Cause
frustrating.
right now we're such
Even
a
thinking
niche.
about it frustrates me. Everyone out there who's a compliance center or who's a retailer has the mentality. Now, I can't even say everyone, most, okay? Majority. Everyone's not a good word. Think like this. If another compliance center opens up or a retailer opens up, oh my God, the competition. Oh my God, they're going to take my sales. Oh my God, I have to fucking hate him. Oh my God, he's a fucking cunt. Oh my God, let's fucking bring him down and burn his fucking shop
Yeah.
down. Guys, the more people that are retailing, the more awareness that is out there, and the more
100%.
customers that you're going to get that are interested in your product, and the more you're going to sell. And it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. It was going to happen by itself, but now that I'm driving it, it's going to happen. I guarantee you, right? It's going to grow. There are going to be more people. So this is for you, the guys, the industry that are competing against him and everyone. He loves you. He doesn't care. Bring him in
Yeah.
and sell him. He'll still sell them. You don't care if competitors bring in more cars
No,
that you're
and-
selling, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to sell
Not
more.
even just to build the customer base, which is already growing anyway, but just to, like as you said, unify the industry.
Unify
you know,
the
you don't want to
industry.
always be against the next person. I mean, it's good to have competition, but you know,
And industry awareness to the consumers is the most important thing. The industry's always been self-driving, it's self-expanded, self-driven, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Right? It's an independent industry that the product has driven it, right?
yeah.
But
and
now
now you
the
just give them
products
a
have
bit of a
someone-
push.
Oh, they've got a decent driver driving them sideways around corners, left, right, and centre. So let's see.
Yeah.
And the people are getting to know me, and as they
Yeah,
get
well,
to
people
know
already
me,
know you, man.
they know me. And whoever's out there, we're going to find you and we're going to expose you to the consumers, and you better be good, because if you're not, you're in trouble. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
100%.
You can't hide. Grain importers coming to get ya. Nah, sounds good, man. I think, look, I don't just get a good vibe from being here today because I have seen Dave. Dave
Yeah.
is a good operator, and I do get a good vibe
Thanks,
from him.
man.
I think you're going to see a lot of Dave with Bespoke Motors. He's turned around the social media side with Bespoke Motors. that I've
Yeah,
seen
we've
over
got
the
the
last 3 to 6
website
months.
active as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Your social media accounts are very active, I see.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to come of it over the next
Oh, it's going to be big.
to
It's going
24
to be
months,
massive.
because I think you got a lot of, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good what you're doing as well, you know, building the brand for the industry as a whole, you know, rather than
That's
just...
what our aim is. We're here to expose you to the industry. You are the industry.
Yeah.
To the retail side of consumers.
Yeah, and we're really here to change the name, you know. I mean, some people are quite hesitant to buy import cars, but...
Because they're grey.
Yeah. But we're here to help them through, you know, every step of the
We're going to show
process,
them
full
they're
transparency.
black and white. They're black and white. There's nothing grey about imports. And if there is, you know, let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. Let's get to the bottom of it, why it's grey.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. So, you know, we're going to need support from people like you and everyone else that's given us support
and you
so
got
far. And it's going to go a long way. Now, what does Bespoke do?
What does Bespoke do? Well, we do everything. So from
Tell the customers.
compliance to, you know, your roadworthy checks to retail. But yeah, we're
That's
pretty
right,
much an in-house-
RACV approved.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a conflict here. You sell a car,
Yeah.
someone wants to get an RACV checked. Oh, there's right there.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on there, guys?
No, they're pretty
They're a
good.
different entity.
Yeah,
They're a
that's
different
what I
entity.
mean. And you know, we
We'll talk to
don't
Rob.
own the RACV license. So
So
you
yeah,
know,
it's Rob.
yeah.
So does Rob get anything under the table every time? Or just we're here to expose you, mate.
I plead the fifth. Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's really good.
Of course he
Yeah.
doesn't. No, there are some ethics and morals here,
Yeah, 100%. And that's what we pride ourselves on.
and they are two different entities. So there is no conflict. I just thought I'd bring it up because I see that, right? And when I see that, customers are going to see that and they're going to think that. So you know, we're here to expose you,
Cheers.
even though it might put you on the spot. Also, before we go, should we tell the customers again, even though you slipped one right at the start, how can they find you, Dave? Does that
Okay.
spell it out for you?
So you can find us on bespokehub.com, which is our website, or Bespoke Australia on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. And we're also located at 28 Havelock Road, Bayswater, so yeah, pop in when you can.
Smashed it, bro. Only took 5 takes, but won't tell them. No, thank you, Dave, for having us.
Thank you.
And really appreciate it.
Yeah,
giving us
thanks
the
for popping
time.
down.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to press like and subscribe